What's up, guys? This is Dave Yee and Jordan Miller, and today we're going to be talking about wide receiver routes. Wide receiver is a position in American football. He's one of 11 players on the field. The wide receiver's job is to catch the ball and to run downfield, or other responsibilities that the wide receiver has is blocking as well. Today we're just going to show you some of the routes that the wide receivers run in order to get open so the QB can throw to him. The primary defender, and we'll be referring to him throughout the video, is the cornerback, whose job is to guard the wide receiver and prevent him from catching the ball. Okay, so this last route is called a fly route. There are a lot of other names for it, a streak route or Hail Mary or whatever you want to call it. This is a pattern ran by the wide receiver. It's just a straight, long, I guess, blazing trail in an attempt to stretch the field as far as they can go. Generally, the fastest wide receiver on the team is going to be running this route. Um, Kind of like the post route. It's used to stretch defenses and allow large gaps in the defense to make it harder to cover the other wide receivers. Um, it also helps. It's also used when there's only one or zero safeties as well.
This route is called the slant route. It's usually ran the wide receiver usually runs this when the cornerback is playing off him a couple yards, and it's used as a quick pass. They go about 4 or 5 yards and then slant 45 degrees towards the middle of the field. This route here is called the out route, and it starts out like a fly, but once he goes about 5 6 yards, he cuts straight towards a 90-degree turn straight towards the sideline. So it's basically just the opposite of a drag route. And this is for towards the end of the games when you need to get out of bounds. They generally run this play, so it's generally a safe play to get out of bounds.
Okay, so this next route is the drag route. Um, this is a route ran by the wide receiver who runs a few yards upfield and turns at a 90-degree angle. This is kind of a shorter route used for receivers or perhaps running backs that can make a lot of yards after catch and perhaps a little more elusive. Um, this is just basically a short route designed to gain lots of yards after the catch.
This route is called the wheel route, and a wide receiver can run it, but it's most used by a running back. And the idea of this route is to give the quarterback an option of a quick pass or a deep pass. And what the running back will do is he'll run towards the sideline looking back at the quarterback, who either could pass it to him or he'll finish the route by turning upfield and going deep towards the end zone, kind of like a fly route. And then the quarterback could throw it for a long gain. This here route is called the curl route, and it starts off like a fly route. And once the receiver sees that the cornerback's committed to guarding the fly route, he abruptly turns quickly and looks back at the quarterback. And when he turns, the quarterback generally throws it right before he turns. So a lot of communication and practice is needed on this route. This next route is called the post route, and this is for a moderate to deep passing route, which the receiver usually runs 7 to 10 yards away from the line of scrimmage, straight downfield. And then he cuts towards the middle of the field, towards the goalpost. That's why it's called the post route. And then it's designed to stretch out the field and make the
Okay, so this route is called a corner route. The wide receiver, it's kind of the opposite of a post route. The wide receiver will run upfield and then post 45 degrees outwards toward the sideline. Uh, this this call is often used when the cornerback is playing more inside, to where a post route might be intercepted. This route has less of a chance of being intercepted because it's thrown to the sideline and less likely to be deflected. We hope you enjoyed some of our presentation on wide receiver routes here. There are many more strategies and routes performed on the field by all different positions in football. Um, but this is just one position that we described. Hope that you enjoyed this presentation and hope that you learned something.